Hello everybody, this is Heather and I'm doing my 2023 Christmas home tour. It's almost Christmas time. I'm late this year, I'm sorry. Um, getting over being sick and losing over a week of, basically a week of my life. So I think I'm doing this home tour in pieces, then that way it's not so overwhelming, because I'm still having a hard time not coughing a lot and that kind of thing. But I feel like my house looks pretty cozy and it looks homey, just like I like it. And I don't change it up a lot every year. I like the things I like and I add to the things that I already have. I don't go out and change my style every single year. But sometimes I add an extra tree here and there to my decorations, or whatever. So I'll walk you around and you can see what you think. I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go. Okay, so I thought I would start over here at the back door. I have some curtains I made for the door that match the rest of the curtains in my kitchen, like I usually do. I just glued some pom-poms to the bottom of it, and then these little gingerbread people I ripped off of some ornaments that I had bought from Walmart and stuck those to the bottom of the curtain, just to have a little bit of a gingerbread theme. And then my chalkboard that I have by my door. This is where I usually write what I need to pick up for groceries. I just have a little note on here. It says, "What did you get me?" But this little garland here I picked up when I went shopping with my daughter for my birthday recently. And it's got some vintage beads on it. And then it's got some little peppermints and candy canes made out of clay on it. I thought it was really cute and it would go with my theme. So that's what we did there. And down here close to the floor, I just have this antique amber glass jar, and I put some greenery in it with a little battery pack of lights. And this sign right here is a peppermint sign, obviously. I got it at Michael's, and then I went back and I added some paint to it so that it wouldn't look so flat. I don't know if you can tell, but I wanted to add some texture to it and just make it look like it was more of a hand-painted sign rather than a store-bought sign. I don't know if it comes off that way or not, but that was my goal. And this right here is a glass jar pitcher that my grandmother gave me a long time ago. So I've got some real candy canes up there in that jar, and also some fake candy canes because I couldn't find the real ones for a while. So I just kind of mixed the two together, and you can't really tell which ones are real, which ones aren't from down here. And I've got a Santa mug with some candy canes in it. I thought that was cute up there. And moving over, I've got some little gingerbread houses. I think those both came from Walmart last year or the year before, and one of those little candy cane trees, which is really cute. I think there's something about those that I just really like them. And last year I made some gingerbread, those cinnamon and applesauce ornaments, and they held up all year. They still smelled good when I brought them out this year. So I put those above my window in the pine garland. And then these lights need some new batteries, but they are little snowflake battery operated lights. And I've got some snowflakes in the windows and that kind of thing. And then the little gingerbread guys right there, those are the ones that you get from Dollar Tree, and I just painted them and stuck them up there. I have some sitting randomly around my kitchen. And the curtains that are on my windows, I had a separate video on how to do that. They're no-sew curtains. If you're interested, you can watch that. Super easy to make, and a good way to add to your theme. It's looking a little hazy in here. It's kind of strange bright outside. Not real sunny, but the sky's really bright. So, I'm doing the best I can. I've been wanting to do this for over a week, but I've had the virus, so I'm getting to it as in pieces as I can. Oh, this mug right here, I got that at Dollar General. I just really love the texture of those mugs that have the glaze and then spots without the glaze. I don't, something about it I find, you know, very appealing. And then a mug with some candy canes, and then my Christmas mugs back there. And then this is my jar, my snowman jar full of marshmallows so that we can have with hot chocolate. So I think that's fun. Oh, and I got these little gingerbread guys here. They're little wood cutouts. I got that at Frankly Toys and Antiques in Putnam, Connecticut this year. And I always like to have a bottle of wine and have it in one of these snowman costume, or Santa costumes that you can get from Dollar General. It's a good way to give a bottle of wine as a gift too. It's really cute. And then this gingerbread sign. I don't remember where I got that, but I've had it for a year or two. And all of my plates and things that I have above my cabinets this year are from Dollar General. And I really just liked the red and white to go with my candy cane and the gingerbread house theme. See, the gingerbread house is over here in the corner. They do light up. I just didn't get up there and turn the lights on before I started. You know, everything I do is a task right now because I'm still not feeling 100%, but we're doing the best we can here. These gingerbread men hanging here, I made those last year. They're felted ornaments, and then these other gingerbread people on this shelf are, I believe, all from Walmart, like different Christmas ornaments. And I have these gingerbread lights here. I couldn't figure out what to do with them this year, so I put them around my shelf where I have some things that we use on a regular basis, and had them come over the edge, see, with a vintage, what is that, stocking that I've had for a really long time. I found that at an antique store. And then these are gingerbread cookies that you get from Dollar General. I stuck them in this jar, thought it would be cute up here like this. And some candies. And then here's the cabinets on this side of my kitchen. For some reason, the lights are flickering. I don't really know why. In person, they don't do that. It's because they're LED lights. See if I shine. Nope, it doesn't make it stop. But over here on the end is a little gingerbread house. That's an ornament from Walmart. And then I just have the plates going all the way across, with a bigger gingerbread house that I got from Walmart this year down on that end. And then here's I always have this out. This is Saberling Mansion in Kokomo, Indiana. I used to live close to there. We used to go there every year for Christmas. And then I have, my husband got me this little gingerbread house back here, this little tart burner. Too bad it's got a tart in it, but I cannot smell anything, so everybody keeps telling me the house smells really good. So that's my goal. If it smells good to everybody else, that's all right. And then here's my jar of utensils, and then I have these little strainers, and I stuck the little gingerbread guys in there. This cookie jar used to be my mother-in-law's. I always have that out every year. One of her favorite Christmas movies was the Home for the Holidays. So she had that cookbook, so I set that out. I actually watched that movie for the first time in years this year, and total chaos in that house at Christmas time, don't you think? But anyway, these little, right here, these little elf guys, I got those at a consignment shop actually a couple weekends ago. They weren't even out for sale yet. I think they're to put on the top of a cake or cupcakes, but I thought they were really cool. Just some little things. So this gingerbread guy this one right here, I made him several years ago, and I gave those out as Christmas gifts. And I have a few left. I have a little pillow here on my little stool. And here is my food tree in my kitchen. You've seen this in my curtain DIY video, if you watched it. But it's got all kinds of cute things on it. Every year I get something else to add to it. You know, I can only do so much though. This tree's not very big. I think it's a 3.5-foot tree, so. And one of my favorite things is this fake popcorn. It looks pretty real. And I did do a DIY last year on how to make some, and on some of my other trees in my house, I used the one that I DIY'd. Because I think this popcorn strand was like $14. It wasn't cheap. And up here I've got some lighted pine cones and stars, and then just some gingerbread and Santa things up on top of this little shelf up there. And just some cute things. Got little gingerbread guys down here in this plant of mine. Usually this plant sits up on my island, but since I had to make room for my tree, and I was writing out some Christmas cards here, so I have my little Christmas card things sitting out. These Christmas cards are from Dollar General this year, and I really love them because see how they're 3D? Isn't that cute? And you open them like that. And then when you give it to somebody, they can stand it up like that, and it looks 3D, because it is 3D. I really just like those a lot. And then in here I have one of those ornaments from Walmart, and it kind of matched these green mints, so I stuck it in my cake stand with the green mints for the ground. I thought that was cute. And I think that's pretty much it for my kitchen. Not perfect this year, but, you know, I lost a lot of time. But it's still clean, Christmassy, and cozy. Let's go to the next room. So when you first walk into my dining room, I have a buffet table here, and I have my ceramic trees on top of that, and I have one of my nesting dolls. I have a bunch of those, and I like to have them around this time of year. Something about them just makes me feel more festive. And here by my mirror I have some pictures of a couple of my kids with, actually it's all my kids, with Santa over the years. And I always have this clock out. My grandmother gave this to me. And up here on top of the clock I have these pipes. These belong to my father-in-law, and I did the little pipe cleaners in there to look like smoke. And that little metal mouse back there has a picture of my grandmother and her husband, Ivan. Neither one of those people are with us anymore, and I do miss my grandmother a lot this time of year. You know, she was always fun. She had some, see this tree in this picture right here? She had some trees growing up, Christmas trees that looked shaped like that. She would always just have somebody go on the hill behind the house. You know, we lived way up a holler in West Virginia, and somebody would just go on the hill and find any old Christmas tree and cut it down. You never knew what you were going to end up with. It was fun. But this tree here my mother-in-law gave to me many years ago, and I keep it out all the time, but this time of year I always put my really old ornaments on it. They're mostly old wooden ornaments. I do have some glass ornaments on it, like there's an old bell, and these candles on here are I got those at Michael's actually last year. They use a lot of batteries. I think there's 10 candles and each one has a battery, so not that economical. And above my china cabinet here I have a bunch of my nutcrackers. I like to put those up there every year. And then I have some little nutcrackers hanging on the garland around it. I've had those little nutcrackers for a really long time. And then inside the china cabinet I have our village. So there's a truck with some guy, and then over here is a greenhouse. And this one right here in the middle that's blinking is new from Walmart yet this year. My son really liked it, so that's the one that we picked out this year. And then there's some more down on this bottom row. You know, having them in the china cabinet is almost like having a snow globe. But it's really fun. I just strung my lights on the inside of the china cabinet so that it would be lit up instead of having to have the lights on in the china cabinet. Let me get back so you can see it. But they're all in there. And then I have those really old stockings. I found those at Salvation Army last year. They say Mom and Dad. I really like those, and my husband likes them, so I think that looks cute there. Adds to like the vintage look of the dining room. And then I have this really old Santa and reindeer. My grandmother gave this to me, my dad's mom. And I like to have it out every year. You know, you just get things that you like to have out every year because it makes you think of certain people and you know, the ones that you miss and don't get to see all the time. And this is just a little collection of carolers. I don't really think that they're the most beautiful, but I think that they are cute, and I do like having them. And I stacked those on top of my picnic baskets. Now over on this side of the room, of the dining room, I have this old cabinet that my husband and I found at an estate sale a few years ago. And then I have my grandmother's clock hanging here. And I found this plate this year at Salvation Army, Christmas 1974. And this print I found I think it was last year, maybe the year before, actually at Dollar General. And then this candle holder here is really old, and it's not beautiful, but it is unique, and I like having it. This ornament I found this year at Frankly Toys and Antiques. And she was selling, you know, you could buy one ornament at a time, and she had them decorated so pretty. Look how the bag has a little bow on it, and there's beads on there for berries. I just didn't have the heart yet to take it out and put it on my tree. I'll probably take it out for next year, but I just kind of liked having it like that this year. And this advent calendar, it's lit up, but you can't really, you can see the light back there. My kids like to see what I'm going to stick in there for them. This angel I got at Walmart a couple years ago. I think it's cute. And I like how this little aqua colored Christmas tree back there matches that plate that's up there on the wall. And then here's my tinsel tree on this side of the dining room. And it has lots of shiny bright ornaments on it. And I found these ornaments this year. I got 3 of them, but they were only 50 cents each. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I always like to have this tree. I always put it in different places in my house, but the corner of the dining room is where it ended up this year. So some of the ornaments, I don't even know how old they are, or if they're that old. Like this one's a plastic bow. And I have one on here that's, this one right here. This one's a really old one. It's from, you used to put the really lights that got really hot on your tree, and then this would go on top of a light. You'd set the light right here, and the heat from it would make that little spinner in there spin. You know, you don't get to have things like that anymore because you're not getting heat from the LED lights. And I use this back down here at the bottom pretty much every year for the past like 3 or 4 years, but that is a kid's dress, and it was a sequin dress, and I just cut the bottom of it off and made the tree skirt for this tree. And that's a shiny bright Put's house, still in the box. And okay, let's check out the other side of the room. Okay, so this side of the room is my husband's music area, and I did some garlands for the tops of the windows in here. And I made this pillow. I think I had a video for this last year. This was a needlepoint that I bought framed, and I took it out of the frame and I hand washed it and made a pillow out of it. This chair doesn't get sat in very often in here, so I thought it would be safe in that chair, and I like this little cozy corner. And then I have some a deer antler here with some lights around it. And the stereo system. And then up here I have another deer head, and it's got some lights on top of it. I thought that would be cute. Those, I don't know if it's showing up that those lights are different colors, but they are. And then I got the Elvis record out. And then the tree for my husband's area has ornaments on it to match the Elvis records. There's blue, I don't know if you can see them very good. They're blue and red ornaments on here. And this is just like a 3-foot tree, 3.5-foot tree. And I made the little records. Can you see the little records? I made those for this tree for his space last year, and I just thought I'd use them again this year because it's still his music area. So, and I got the little ceramic mice on the tables here. So there's 2 there, and then there's 2 more. I mean 3 there. I can't count apparently. And 2 more up here on the shelf. I think they come in a set of 3, I think. Maybe a set of 4, I'm not sure. But I've only ever had 3 and 2 at a time. And these little mice, I think I got those at Walmart last year. And this tree has some of my really old shiny bright ornaments on it. I feel like they're safer over here in this corner, so, you know, trying to keep them safe. And then my son won this snowman last year at a festival thing that we went to, which is kind of funny. So, and then let's go over to the living room. So up here on my little shelf, I have my Santa nesting dolls and a little deer, and then a boot at the top with a candy cane and a poinsettia in it. And then I have this really wintry looking print that I like. I found that at Goodwill. And then here's a surprise. You ready? Oh, there's Blueberry Sapwizzle. Hi, Bean. She's being shy. She hates it when the camera's pointed at her. So I have these ornament garlands above the curtains, and then I did sparkly red shears. I made those from fabric that I found at Walmart this year. Can you see the shimmer? I thought that would be pretty to tie the red quilt in with the red pillows and Santa, and I put a little wreath on top of this picture that I always have hanging here. And then there's a bunch more. Sorry, that's probably loud. The nesting dolls, and there's one little nesting doll hanging there that's an ornament. And then here's the other window with the curtains. This set of nesting dolls, I got it from Temu this year. Try to tie in my plants so I don't have to put them away. They like where they like it, you know. you start trying to move your plants other places and they start like dying. And my main tree this year, we just have so many like ornaments that we've collected over the years and stuff on vacations and that kind of thing, that I really feel like I can't put a garland on here or anything, because then you can't see the ornaments that we've collected. And you know, that's part of the experience and part of the fun. When the kids and I and my husband decorate the tree, it's always fun to talk about each one of the ornaments as we're putting them on there. This one right here was a new one this year that I got at the Christmas barn in Woodstock, Connecticut. And this one right here I actually got last year at the Christmas barn. I have lots of cardinals. When I pick out new ornaments, I like cardinals a lot. So, and this one right here is a felted ornament because I like felted things, and I just like it a lot. This Santa, I repainted him last year. I have another one to paint, and I just, you know, with being sick and everything this year, I've not gotten everything done that I wanted to get done. So, but now we're getting over into my Santa collection area. This is my, I made this wreath a couple years ago. It's all different old ornaments, and I like to put it over every year, and it seems like it's holding up really well. Once in a while I get an ornament that's broken on it, but I can fix it pretty easy. So this picture of Santa, I made it last year from a bag. And those Santas right there are salt and pepper shakers. Not everything's old, but some of it is. This one right here I bought at the antique store this year. It's one of those little Bindi Santas. Thought he would be cute over here somewhere. I don't usually show all the stuff over here up close. That's a candle back there in that plastic. It's never been taken out of the plastic. And I got this Santa. I've had him for a long time, hanging there on my shelf. And this one right here is an old piece of barnwood that I painted a few years ago. Actually, a few years ago. It's probably been like, 15, 20 years ago now. Time flies. And then I have a plastic Santa up there hanging on the wall. And this one right here is a metal one. And that big print right there is actually a puzzle, and it has like a million pieces. They're all really small that my kids and I put together like 4 or 5 years ago. It was really difficult, so I glued that thing together and put it in a frame. It's A Christmas Story. This Santa actually came from Dollar Tree this year from their plus section. Thought it was cute, metal sign. And then I have my old stockings hanging up the stairs that my grandmother made me a long time ago, and every year I like to just hang those on the stairs. It's not the ones that we actually use for our Christmas stuff, but I do like having them there. And this right here was a real prize that I got this year. My Aunt Alice, who lives in England, she came home to visit and was sorting through her house that she has in West Virginia, and she gave me this Santa, and I absolutely love it. Thank you, Auntie Alice. This is one of my paperweights, one of my favorite ones. It says Home Sweet Home. And I got this little tiny pillow at a store in Woodstock, Connecticut this year. I can't remember what the name of the store is, but isn't it pretty? It's got the little church stamped on it. That metal star's off of the side of a building, you know, the big factories and stuff in New England. A lot of them have those stars on there. And my daughter gave me that for, I think it was for my birthday last year. Birthday or Christmas. That little Santa's from Target last year. I'm trying to have it be nice and cozy in here is my, you know, my plan, especially since my whole entire house was pretty sick last week. So, you know, as long as I can have it clean and cozy is my goal. So hopefully that happened. What you doing, Bean? What you doing? Isn't she cute? Anyway. Bean and I would like to thank you guys for watching our home tour. And if you have any questions about where I got anything or what it is or anything like that, let me know. And I'm sorry I got my video up so late. Couldn't help that I was, you know, COVID. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my home tour. And I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. And I love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Merry Christmas.